In order to use the resources for the Office 2007 learning, you need to access a different online site. We do this from the Time2StudyOnline.com link, and from there you enter the user ID and password that you have been supplied with from Ron Taylor at Haylau ICT Training. Click Login, and that is your own personalized learning environment. It gives you a brief overview of how many times you've logged in. If I select the courses link, it shows you the courses that have been allocated to you. What I will do as you go through the Moodle site is tell you which course to access at which time. All you need then is to dial that up into this system. So for example, if I've told you to look at one of the courses in Excel 2007 Extra, then from this courses page you select the 2007 Extra link. Before I select that link, I need to tell you about the exercise files. All these exercises require some files, some work files to go with them. You get that from this link at the top, Exercise Files. Select the link, and here are all the work files for you to download. There are instructions down the right hand side, but it's very simple. Select the work files next to the course you are working with, Excel 2007 for example. Select Download. This is going to download an exe file to your computer. Every system will be slightly different. For mine, because I'm using Firefox, I've now got to double click this link in order to run that exe file and install the work files onto your computer. Just work through the little wizard and decide where those files are going to go. It's more than okay for them to go where it wants to go, but just remember where that is, because you will need those files when you come to do the tasks. Going back to the resources then, we're going to select courses, and you just dial up the course that you've been asked to work with. For example, you might have been asked to work with custom lists. So you select the custom list link, and it opens up that section. What we've got to do is work our way down, start with objectives, little bit of reading. If you're happy with what you've got on the screen, click Mark as complete, and then the system knows that you don't need to go back to that section. We can then use Next to go down to, again, a little bit more reading about custom lists. Again, mark it as complete if you wish. Next again. All these first 2 or 3 pages are simply descriptions of how to do it. Read it as much as you wish. You'll have already watched my videos anyway, so you'll be able to skip through that pretty quickly. Eventually, if we keep going next, or you could, if you're happy with that reading, you could just go straight to tasks. But I'm just working through these slowly, 1 page at a time, so the system knows I've read them. And then we've come to the task bit. This task is something for you to physically do with the work files that you downloaded earlier on from the exercise files link. So this is actually asking you now to do something. It says start off with a new blank workbook. Create this list, and all the time you're getting visual clues, but you are actually doing this in Excel. So you follow that list. Depending on what level you're at, you might find you can have this task on the screen and Excel open at the same time, but if you are uncomfortable with that, you can print out the task and work from the paper version. These tasks are not marked because you can see what to expect at each stage. It's for you to practice. Again, when you get to the end, mark as complete. If you then go to the outline, which is the next step, you can see there the parts that we've covered because they've been colour change slightly, and sometimes you get an additional exercise here over and above the tasks. Once you've finished that particular section that you've been asked to look at, go back to the Moodle and continue your learning from there. And remember always to log out.